Hi. Now I think you can hear me. Yes? The, the webinar is online and it is in broadcast. So I think you can hear me if you're here. Can you confirm this? Can you confirm this? I can hear my voice. Anyway, um, this is a short webinar just to talk about market, just a market overview webinar. And in this webinar, we will talk about some currencies or indexes in our watch list. I will give a preference of the currencies that you suggest me to check, and we will go to start soon. The first thing that I want to ask you is just to share the link of this webinar with your friends or with your traders, so that if they want to be in, they can come and follow what I'm talking. So I give you some minutes, and I will show you in this moment the disclaimer. And I want to tell you that I'm not a financial advisor, of course, and everything that I do is not to be a financial advice, but instead it is for educational purpose. What I do is just for educational and for my personal trading, and to make money for myself, of course, by trading. And everything is just for information, and I'm not responsible for what you do with your money. I never will ask you money to make something, or I never will tell you how to use your money and any other things like this. And the recommendation is just to invest only the money that you are comfortable to lose, because make trading is a practice that carry risk. Now we can start to discuss about our currencies. Can you hear me properly? Yes? Okay. Let me share with you the chart, if I find it, of course. Okay, here we are. Moment. Okay, it's good. Okay. As you can see, I am a supply demand forex trader. Supply demand is what I use for make my trading, and it is something that really saved my life when I was in difficult and when I was not able to make trading properly. And so I've studied and I practice a lot to make trading, and I use a supply demand because it is really comfortable for me, and it is something that really give a real explanation on the markets and the behavior that it has for every currencies and every index and commodity. Supply demand is just a way to make trading, considering the willing that people have and the market have for supply or have a demand, so to buy or to sell. People make orders in specific levels, and in these levels, when the price go to achieve in these levels, this order will be executed, and the execution of this order will move the price go out quickly or slowly from these levels that are supply or demand. The real important thing in the supply demand is just that These level are specific points where retail traders, just people, newbie that are going to make trading for the first days, just to begin, uh, are going to lose money because they are going to buy or sell counter the market. The market is not really easy to understand, but it is really good to understand where people are going to make their orders to have trades. And the most important thing is just where the banks and the institutional investors are going to trade. And these people, these institutions, make money with the retail traders. The retail traders lose money, and the banks, distribution traders, earn a lot of money for themselves. And this is just the way how they get their special commissions and bonus year and so on. Um, the first currency where we're going to talk is the one that some people suggest me, and is the GBPUSD. I'm going to check it in the watch list. GBPUSD. Wait a moment. Okay. I have no idea why people have so many doubts about GBPUSD, because what I see in the market is that the price is going up, is rising. Then for me, there is nothing to do that wait that the price will go to the top of this rising, so that this rising will be exhausted, and later understand what is good to do. Uh, what was important for me in this market is just that the price approached to the demand level, the one in green that you see here, and in this level there were so many orders that moved the price really up enough strongly. Um, I have to say something. I had an order here, but my order was so low that it was not executed some weeks ago, and just here. And that price was a risk. That order was something risky, because this demand level is a demand that was already executed because I consider the possibility that the trend grow and lost a strong point. When I started to make trading, I used to be a day trader, slow, lower time frames, and really a few pips of profit with the right risk. Then it was something not really good, because take trade to earn, for example, 10 pips, 20 pips, or also 50 pips, and you have to risk, for example, another 50 pips, or maybe 100 pips, is not a good idea. This is not to be profitable for the long term. This is not a way to make money, because you lose money. You risk too much and you earn nothing. You risk a lot of money to earn nothing, I think. Because make a trade where you risk 100 pips to earn 20 pips is not something good. It's not a good practice to be profitable for the long term. And this is really not good to have money to put in your pocket for your daily care, for your life. It becomes just something to play games. In that way, you are just joking. It became a game. It is not good for be profitable for the long term, for your life, to have money for your family, for food, to pay rent, to pay loans, to get something for yourself. So if you want to consider this practice, the trading practice, as something that you can do for your life or for yourself, to be free, to make better, to earn money, and to have babies, food for your babies and something like this, you have to think in a way that really can be considered a way to have money for the long term. Money for yourself, not money to make trading. I mean, I'm a trader, but I don't make trading. I make money. My purpose is not to make trading. My purpose is not to open trades. My purpose is just to earn money, to put money in my pocket for my life. This is the purpose. So if I go to be a scalper, it can be something great, but it is really, really risky. You have to be, just someone that is really, really skilled in this, but only a few people can really make money making scalping. I know in my life only one person that is able to really make money for their life, earning thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars. Hundred thousand of dollars. Sorry, I'm speak Italian as my regular language, so sorry for my mistakes. And this man is a rich man because he make trading just with the willing to make trading, and he makes scalping, and he also is a trader that make this practice properly. This man is not a forex trader. This man is a penny stock trader. It was one of my mentors a long time ago, but be a scalper is really complicated. You have to be really, really skilled, and you have to be comfortable to lose a lot of money if you want to earn money. And the best way to make money in forex with calm, with just seeing your account growing day by day, with patience, with calm and properly, is just to don't make scalping. Scalping is something very dangerous for the traders, and people that go to make scalping are just are in the most of cases are people that don't know what they are doing with trading, just newbies, and these people systematically lose money day by day. Make trading is something that requires time to be acquired. It's a skill that requires a lot of time to be acquired very well. You have to make a lot of mistakes, you have to lose a lot of money. But at the end, if you insist, if you continue, if you study, because the real reason to make money is just that you have studied before, you have practiced and studied before. It is not just something that you can make trading like a game and you are able to make money easily. You have to study, you have to suffer. You have to suffer, and you have to find your way to make trading. This is what I did. This is what was for me, and this was what my mentors told me when I was a newbie, long time ago. And this is what I want to tell you. Don't make trading just to open trades. Make trading focusing to earn money. Just this. And remember that there are some specific rules that you have to make yours, and that they define your discipline to make trading properly. The discipline is fundamental in this business. You have discipline, you will have money. You don't have discipline and you don't have patience, you will lose money day by day. So I hope that this philosophical lesson can help you for your future, so as it was really helpful for me, for myself. Now we can talk about this currency. This currency, I take a look about the weekly chart, and I see simply that this currency is going up, and potentially it will continue to go up from this level that was the demand to this level that is the supply. It potentially will cover this gap that there is here, and this gap is really large, and it is really a lot of money to cash later when you will close the trade. Anyway, my trading plan for this trade is just something that was prepared a long time ago. In this case, from this trade, when this buy opportunity will be exhausted, will be finished, there will be sell opportunity to take in consideration. Just inside this supply lever. Inside, I mean that you are watching this, that is the level drawn on the weekly, but we can go also in the lower time frame to find more refining, to find something more clear, and there you can understand where you can find your potential entry points. I market 1, 2, 3, 4 entry points. These entry points are maybe too many, because when you open a trade, in this case, you have to take in consideration the risk that you have, the risk management. You can tell I set orders in any entry point that I find. Okay, this is a good idea for many people, but the problem is this practice is really good for your risk. How much money you can risk for each trade or for this setup that you have here. In this case, the supply level is really large, so the risk has to be comfortable with you. If you set the trade in the lower price, that I market in the, what kind of risk do you want to set? I think that the risk that you have to take is at least large, so much as large. The problem is that this is really, you will lose a lot of money if your market will not go as you planned. Then you have to consider what is the maximum risk that you have, and you have stay inside that risk. So you sometimes will have the necessity to skip some trading opportunities, some trades, some entry, because risk reasons. You have a limit. The limit is something that you set. How much pips do you want to lose? How much money do you want to lose for a trade? This is the real question that you have every time making your mind to understand your plan and to understand what money you are going to invest. And this is important. So, for example, this is really large. You can consider, for example, that the price can go just in the middle, so you can set your order in an entry that is in the middle of the supply. Sometimes you can take that the price is going up really strongly, so you can consider that maybe the price will reach inside, will go deeply in the supply. So in this situation, you can take in consideration to take a trade just deep in the supply, deep in the level. In this case, the higher or the two highest, or the two highest, this two here. So in this way, you know how to manage your risk, because if you don't have the mind about the risk control, you will lose a lot of money. You will lose so much money that you will think that you are going really in the wrong direction for your life. Really, discipline and risk management are fundamentals. So, as we discussed here, this country, this currency is going up, and this will continue to go up. The trading plan that I've set is just that here, higher in the supply, there is a potential opportunity to go in sell to follow this plan that I draw here, and the demand will be take out potentially, and the price will go to find a way to get a basing just in the lower demand level. Do you have question? No questions? Okay, I will continue. Another currency that someone of you has suggested me is just AUD US dollar. So I got to check it. Okay, this is Australian dollar. In this chart, okay, going to watch in a larger time frame, the situation became really clear, more clear. What we have here? Here we have that the price moved strongly down, just here, touched and all the demand level, and went up, and rised enough strongly. So it marked a new level, a new demand, and this is just a reference for this trade. Going away, in the long term, the price converged again in the same demand, and now it is going away. It is spiking. The question for the situation that there is in this currency is that this currency, what confirmation you look for before entering. The confirmation is just how is the supply or demand level. The demand level or the supply level have specific patterns inside. They define some specific way how the price go away from this level. When the price is basing inside the level, and this is spending a lot of time in that level before to find the necessary unbalancing to move, the price simply is revealing that the demand is uncertain. So when the price will go back to check the supply or demand level, you have to consider how was the price when it went away from that level. If the price went away, so that there you have a good opportunity to trade. Instead, went away inside the level, or leaving the level in a choppy way, just in an uncertain way, making a choppy chart, you know it's uncertain, and you know that that level is risky. So the confirmation that you have is just how the price is going away from the supply or demand level. In this way, you understand, and you can take a decision to consider that level properly to make it trade or not. Particularly, you know that if the price is going away really, really strongly, you know that there you can make a lot of money. There is always a risk to lose money, but anyway, you have to consider the probability. In these scenarios, this situation about how the price go away from the supply or demand, this situation, these scenarios, this specific pattern show you how you can trade, and this is the confirmation. So if you want to be more specific, you can come back to use the classic school about support and resistance, and maybe you can use the support and resistance to find your entry point, because they can be in places where the divergence, or maybe where the retracing can be strongly. But this is just a surplus, something that you can use, and I use it just to find my entry points. There is no certain when you set an entry points, nothing, no certain. You can find support resistance every time you want, but in reality, you really don't know if that level where you're going to set your price, your order, will be really good, really the perfect entry. Recently, I've experienced that I was able to set a lot of orders in some entries that were really perfect, or at least that they were just wrongly for 5 pips, 2 pips, 6 pips, just this difference, this discrepancy. And this was something really great, because this is just experiences. That the problem that we have with a lot of precision, that this is just what I experienced, is that so much precision is really great. But the problem is that you can lose opportunities, trading opportunities, just for 1 pips or for 2 pips. And this is something that happened to me really frequently. And this is just a frustration. I have to say that this is really something not good. But anyway, it is showing that you are an experienced trader, that you know where you are going to set your trader. That where you're going to set your trade is really good. Just you have to consider a potential margin, a deviation standard. I think you have to take in consideration a potential deviation from your point that you're going to take in consideration. Maybe in this way you can find a balance about your entry point that can be really good, and the discrepancy that you can have with a real price, where there will be the change or trend. And then this is really important. So you know that supply and demand show you if they are good or not, as I told before. Then you can know also how you can set your entry points inside supply demand, and you can do this in 2 ways. One is go back to the old school about resistance and support, and this is something really easy. And another way is just go inside the levels, that you draw, and find in the lower time frame other supplies and other demand levels nested with the supply and demand levels that you had drawn in the higher time frame. In this way, you get more precision. You know that that supply lever that you draw in higher time frame, in reality, inside it have smaller supply and demand levels. And you can base your trade inside this smaller supply and demand. In this way, you reduce the risk. You can reduce the risk, and you can find opportunities that can be really good for trading, having the possibility to set your trade, your order in an entry point that can be really close to the perfect entry point. I hope that this is clear. Do you have question about this discussion? This question about supply demand? Okay, no particular question. So this currency simply moved inside the demand, and I avoided to make trading this currency because I don't like the situation that this currency is showing me. It is uncertain. It was a center for many weeks. So I never set the order. The demand level was just very old and was really large. So I skipped these currencies, this currency, and in the same way also other in the last weeks. The price was moved here it was uncertain. Just this, it was uncertain. So there is not real reason for me to set a trader to earn not enough money and put myself in a risky situation. So just I waited for weeks, and now finally the price moved out the demand. It found really the unbalancing, and now the price is going to approach in another supply. This supply level is uncertain too. I don't like it. I don't want to trade there. But anyway, there are opportunities. If you want to take a risk, if I want to take a risk, of course, there are two potential entries that I marked, and these entries are for me interesting because they are not they are inside in the deep of the supply, and so I can consider to take the risk to open at least one of trade inside in one of these potential entry points, a very low trade, low amount, because in my opinion this level is really uncertain. You can see how the demand, how the unbalancing was here in this supply. It was uncertain. It moved back and so on. So this new test of this supply is risky because, in my opinion, there is the possibility that this supply can be taken out, and the price can move higher in this level, in the higher level. And it is really more interesting because it shows the possibility to keep a reversal opportunities. I mean, to have a reversal opportunity, and this reversal opportunity can keep the price in trend, in the bearish trend that this currency has for the long term. And this is just the opportunity. So my plan, if you want to see how I take in consideration in this case, this scenario, can use maybe this. This scenario for me is so 1, 2. Wait a moment. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, I have to move this. Okay, this was just from here to here, and now it is going up here. Okay, if I take in consideration the possibility to sell, my plan is not so really, how can I say, it is not so really really good for my trading, because it moves down not so enough. And later this price can move up in this way, and it can come back here for a moment. Or another scenario for this currency is just the possibility that considering this that this is a new test of the supply and the supply is uncertain, the price can taken out, and then I can have this potential situation where the price will come back here again and it will go up in this way. This is just another scenario. Two scenarios for this currency I can take in consideration. But anyway, this currency was not in my interest for a longer term, and at the moment I'm not so enthusiastic to trade it now in this situation. Do you have a specific question for this currency? Okay, no question. Another currency that someone of you suggest me is just GBPJPY, and this is interesting because here I am going to make a lot of money. Where is it? Okay. Okay. In this currency, I'm going to make a lot of money. I hope, of course, because it is just as I was planning. This is just what I planned for these currencies. The plan is fundamental in this trading. So I bought in the demand, in the dip of the demand. The demand that you see here, I make it zoom. Wait. This demand that you see here is large. It was the demand for the weekly chart. To refine this demand, to find something better opportunity for my trading, reducing the risk, I went inside, going to the lower time frame, the daily chart. Going into the daily chart that you can see here, I was able to draw a level, a better level that is good for my risk management, that is just smaller. So this is good for my trading. And I take my focus on this specific level for my trading. And I've set my order. So I show something particular, something useful. The demand, the price was arrived here. And the price went out from the demand really quickly and strongly, going in just 4 days here on the top. This is really a good signal that the new test of the demand is a good opportunity to make a trade, because in that level there will be a lot of order to give to the price enough strength to move it up really quickly, or at least enough quickly to give you enough money for your good money for yourself. And this is what I did. I have set my order just in the demand, and my order was 181.09, and it was executed. The price went lower for this price, but at the end it is going up, and it is going up over 200 pips in this moment. And my plan is that this price can go up again and again in the next days, going to this supply level, or at least approaching to this supply level. My plan is to exit here around 186, around 186. This is my plan. Take profit under the supply and wait for a sell opportunity, because this supply here can suggest the possibility to have new sales. And I marked here two potential entry points. These entry points are inside the supply, and of course they're also following potential resistance that the price can see inside in the market. Sorry. And it's just that the price can go down, later break newly the supply level. Just the plan is that the price can rise, and the general in this general trend is just bullish trend, as you can see here. And so what I did in this case was just consider my risk. What was my risk? What risk was comfortable for me? Find the best entry point inside the demand, set my order, let my order be executed, and wait. Just wait. Wait to see the reaction of the market. In this way, I can see that in just 3 weeks, or the price went up a lot of pips, a lot of money. So I know that I never will close this trade with the lower amounts of profit, but this trade will give me at least 400 or 500 pips of profit. And this is really good, because if I risk a few pips, I want to get money. I want to earn money. I don't want to play making trading. I want to instead get money for myself, for my life. And this is what I do. What is inside in the lowest time frame, for me, in this case, at least in this case, is completely irrelevant, because I have all the necessary data that I need to make my money. And as you can see, I'm making my money. This is why the weekly chart and the daily chart are enough good. And now the price here is basing. Then this is a crucial point where the price can have a potential retracing back or not. The price can continue to go up with unbalancing, with a willing to go up, or it can come back. If it will come back, I will get out. I will go out. I will take my profit. If it will continue, I will take my profit too, but to a higher price. This is important. And my plan is just this: from the demand to the supply, and later going up, taking out the supply. I hope that this can be really useful for you, because I spent a lot of sufferance and a lot of things to understand really well how make money for myself. So if you have questions about this currency, this is the time to ask me. Do you have questions? I make a question to you. Are you understanding what they're telling me? What they're telling you? Is it clear what I'm telling you? I'm explaining things really clearly. I am. Are you understanding me or not? Okay. So another currency that was suggested me is Euro Netherlands EURNZD. Okay, wait. Is it? Where is it? Okay. And okay, New Zealand Euro, New Zealand dollar. Oops, I made a mistake. This is something really simple for me. We'll explain why. The price here lifted the demand very strongly, as you can see here, and went up to the supply with a strong energy. It retraced back because there were news, and the fundamental news just make approach the price to the supply and demand level where there are orders that are waiting to be executed. So the fundamental news have the role just to move the price where you want, and to make lose money to all retailers, of course. And when the price by the news approach where in the supply or in the demand level, you banks and institutional traders are really ready there to take the opportunity. They have already their orders, and in that prices, in that levels, the order will be executed and the price will go away strongly. This is just the expectation. This is what happened, especially if the level was never tested before. In this case, this level was never tested before. I show you in the larger time frame. In the larger time frame, what we have? We have the origin and the first test that moved the price really down, define other demands, other things, but they are now taken out and they are not important anymore. So the price moved down, and at the end, it went up again strongly, really strongly. So now it take back to a demand level. So I explain better. The price went back in the supply, and the supply was really favorable to make a trading, to take a trade. Sorry, and the supply were a lot of orders that were there waiting for a lot of time. That people were there just waiting for this trade. So this order were executed strongly, and the market moved down the price in really quickly. So after there was a moment where the price had a consolidation, or better, the price went to cover one half of the tail of the tail that is here, and later it went back strongly as was planned, and it went back to the demand. Now the demand is fresh. The demand was never tested. So for me, in this demand, that the price will come back, will rise again, and maybe I can suppose that it will follow the trend line. So it will rise a little bit. I show you. Wait a moment. I need something. Okay, the price. Theory, the price could rise until here. So in this example, and you can be happy because you have earned a lot of money without just in a relaxed way. I've set an order just in this line. This line is 1.6792. The order was not executed. It was too low, but we will see what will happen. Anyway, if the price will go up from this level, it will be really a good opportunity for anyone, from anybody who set a trade. Okay, and my plan is just that the price from here will go up to the trend line, to the potential supply, and later it will take out the demand because it is a lot of energy. And anyway, this situation shows a potential reversal pattern. Okay, and it can go down in the lower in the lower demand level, and there define new opportunities. This is just my idea. It can be good, or maybe it can be not confirmed, but anyway, I have a anyway, I have a plan, so I know what I have to do. I know what I will go to do. Then I have a clear idea how to make money on this currency, and I know that I can make money in two ways in this moment: buying in the demand and selling later on the top, approaching to the trend line in a potential supply level. This is just my idea for this currency. Okay, my buy order maybe never will be executed. My sell order maybe will be really difficult to be set, because follow the trend in this case is risky, is a higher risk than setting order in this demand. But anyway, I have a plan. I know what I have to do. If I'm really good to find the perfect entry point, I will be happy. If not, I will be happy too, because there are many other opportunities and a lot of currencies and commodities and indexes where I can make money. About this currency, I have still a lot of currency to analyze. Okay, no question. Another currency to me from a member of the group was EURJPY, Japan yen currency. This currency is something that I avoided for a moment because it is really choppy, and when the chart is choppy, it is really not comfortable to make trading. I mean, in a choppy chart, you can make a lot of money because you can make a lot of money just trading the float rotation. Maybe I don't know if you have never heard about the float rotation trading, but this is just something that comes from stock trading, and the mentor man use it and teach many ways. It is really risky, but if you know what to do, you can get a lot of money. But in any case, apart of this, the choppy chart is tremendously risky. It is the bad way to make money if you want to win a lot of money, of course. If you want to be a scalper, you can trade without problem there. It is your risk. But anyway, if the chart is choppy, it is not a good idea to enter without consider properly the risk. And if the risk is really high for you, it's better to wait patiently that the price became clear, that the situation became clear. So in this case, the scenario was not really good for me, because the opportunity were not so really enough profitable. So I waited patiently for some weeks because I've lost the opportunity that was here. I've lost this opportunity because my order was not executed. So I've seen no specific reason to trade in the 3 weeks in the next three weeks. And in this case, I was not really happy to make a trading so high. Now I'm waiting to sell. And I have marked here two potential sell opportunities. One was here. I had an order, and it was not executed for just I think 4 pips, 5 pips. So patience, it was lost. And okay, just here, and now the price is going down. So in the eventuality that the price will continue to go up, I can take in consideration a potential sell trade here. This is just my price that I marked. I show you where. Wait a moment. One potential entry, what was here? Wait. Okay. Was here. And another potential entry is outside the supply, just here. And all of them are risky, just to trade with a small amount of money, with a small trade. Anyway, small trade or big trade are good enough if they can give you money in reward. So my plan is that the price can move down approaching to the demand that is really large, and going up, taking out the first supply level here. Here we have something that can be really useful for our trade, and it is the trend line. We have here higher high, a lower high, and potentially another lower high here in these weeks here, and the price can move down. So here we have an higher low, in here a lower low, and following this trend line, you can understand, you can take in consideration the possibility to take a buy trade just following this trend line. This is just a possibility, a potential help that you can have using the trend lines. So my plan is just sell here, buy here if it will be possible, and let the trade run until you take your profit high. If in the lower frame that I use without problem frequently, the daily chart, it can be really clear, more clear. Why where are the opportunities? Sorry. Okay. Where are the opportunities? Here for the supply. Here is where it is going to basing, because here the price is basing. You don't know if it will go more down more, or if it will try to go up, but we will see. And here you know where the price is showing some uncertainty, or better, it is making here a base, and this base is a demand in the daily chart. Um, and it was tested again here, and the price moved up. And this is just something that you can use to make a trading. But what I prefer to do is just set supply and demand levels in the higher time frame, and take in consideration only supply and demand levels that are nested in the larger demand and supply level that are drawn in the higher time frame. This is why I make this. It is a risky reason. Risk, only risk, because the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, or also the daily chart are risky to take in consideration supply demand levels inside this chart without specific reference that come from the higher time frame. The higher time frame um, show you the real reversal point, the strongest reversal point that you have in the chart, that you have in the market. Strongest is the reversal point, less risk you have to make your trade. So when you find the strongest point and you go down to the lower time frame, you know where you can be more comfortable to take your trade, and you know what opportunities can abandon, can not take in consideration. I try to explain better with showing this. Okay, this currency we have. Mm, we have this big level here, this big demand level that where the price unbalanced for the demand willing go up and later went down to test it again. But this large level is really risky, because I mean this large level is really good because it represents a range of the price can be really find a strong support or resistance. I mean, inside this level, the price can have a lot of orders that can make it go away from this, go out from this in a reversal way. Just they are a point of a strong opportunity to get a reversal trade. I mean, this level is really important because it is strong, and there you can have really a reversal opportunity. So in the, and you go to draw your supply and demand level, best opportunities that you can have in a larger level, the risk is high and you have to reduce the risk. Okay, wait. Okay. Zoom. Zoom again. Okay. Watch here. Okay. You know that you have this potential supply, sorry, potential demand here. It is just less large. It is just smaller than the one that you had in advance. And you know that here you can set your trade. And this is really good. Now, if you want to find another potential demand on the higher time frame, you can try to take in consideration this, for example, or maybe this level here, if you want. Here. So now you have found two demand levels inside the larger demand, and I'm going to ignore, to don't take in consideration anymore this level, for example, opinion about this trading plan? Okay. Another currency that was suggested was USDCAD. Yes, I'm making money in this currency in this moment, I think, if I remember properly. Okay, USDCAD. USDCAD, yes. Okay. Oh well, I'm making money. I think that this candle here is maybe over 300 pips or almost 300 pips. Okay. This currency is just in trend. It is following the trend. So every time you see that the price is going back to a fresh demand level, you can take in consideration the possibility to take your trade there, because the price will move up, will spike up, and potentially you will take a lot of money because it is in trend. Okay, you can say that there are many opportunities to make money when you are in trend, but the real problem with the trend is that it's difficult to sometimes, not in every time, but sometimes it's really difficult to find the right entry point, because you can tell, okay, I draw 2-3 trend lines and I base my entry on trend lines. No, it is not enough. The trend line alone is not enough. You can draw your trend line, but you need to have a relevant point to set your order. Because if you don't take in consideration also to take my side, and now I can see that my trade is going up properly, and my expectation for this trade is just to take profit, maybe here, and my trading plan is just take profit here and try to sell IG. How can I define the potential sell entries? For example, I can take in consideration this level just be because it seems a reversal point, or because it seems something that that can be strong enough. But I can also take in consideration this, and also this, of course. But if you want to be more precise, you can go to the lower time frame and analyze the situation better. In this case, there is not so much to analyze, because it shows strong point just here and here. So you can base it just in this level, and this level are here. This is one, and this is another one. And in this way, you can try to take your trade, reducing the risk properly, and you can have a good sell, in my opinion. Okay, this is not complicated, this currency, because I skipped some entry point in the higher, IG in the demand, because the demand was tested 1, 2, and 3 times before to go deep. So I simply avoided to have a trade in that specific higher level. I went to deep. I went deep in the demand to take to consider that in the just deep in the demand, the level inside here can be stronger, or the level higher here. So I had my order there, I bought, and now my trade is going up. Just this. Nothing complicated in this case. Of course, there is always the risk, but the risk is in any trade. Some question for this currency? Do you have a question? No questions? Okay. Another market that was suggested is euro dollar. Where didn't trade, I haven't traded because now is riskier. Is more there is more risk than before. Anyway, the price is just okay. Something clear. Something to be that I want to tell to be clear. The price is not going counter trend. The price is not going in reversal. The price is following the trend. The trend is bearish, and it's going bearish. Okay, uh, here the price dropped really strongly, and now it is just going in the range of the trend. In the range of the trend, in the wave, it is just making a wave. So here is visible better for the weekly chart. It is just making a new wave. And here the situation is when the price will take away, we take out the demand level here, it will approach here higher. And this is what I want to take in consideration for a trade. I don't want to trade here. I make you show better in the lower time frame. I don't want to trade here. Here there is nothing for me. Here there is only high risk, small profits, and just losing time. For me, is lose time. But anyway, for people that want to trade in the daily chart, I don't recommend. I'm sorry, I don't want to recommend it. But anyway, for me, it is risk. Anyway, there was a potential sell here, but of course it was risk, and I don't want to take in consideration. But this behavior here is really difficult. It's really not good, in my opinion. It is just for scalping or for take a few pips and take a lot of stop losses. Not good. This is why I'm not trading this currency since this moment here, and also since this moment here. This small range is not for me. Make a refresh. Okay, this currency, if you want to sell, and this is what I'm taking consideration for now, I marked 3 potential entry point, sell entry point just here. They're visible. The plan in this case is wait that this supply level will be taken out and the price can move higher here. Okay, and so make a trade at least until here, until the to take profit on the trend line, because this basing here is really confusionary, is a confusion. But anyway, here there is a demand level, a small demand level. So if the price will execute orders here, will move back, will retrace back down, and I want to be ready to make a trade, to take my profit just here in this range here. This is what I can tell for this currency. If you have some question specific, please tell me. I will give you an answer for this currency, for this market. If you want to see what I draw here for the long term, all of these. Only these levels, but anyway, for me this is still in trend. Okay, just a picture. Wait a moment. Make it. Wait, I will check if there is a problem. Oh yes, yes. Wait a moment. I'm going to show you again the chart. Sure. Can you see it? Yes. Now it should be okay, and we can continue. Okay. Another currency that we have here is gold. Now we will check gold. Gold is interesting. Yes, yeah. Gold is interesting. Yeah, it seems something strange in my chart, but of course. Going to the weekly. Okay. What is interesting gold? Gold had a great opportunity to buy just low, and the price have a strong retesting, retracing back during the non-farm payroll. That is just the oops, that is just this. Uh, sorry, okay, that is just this candle here, and this drop was really a good opportunity to buy more, to add more money in the trade that you maybe had opened before, and this was really profitable. A lot of money in just one moment of the day, really great. But the price was an uptrend because it went out strongly from the demand and it continued to rise. And again, and you can see here the price rised for the last 2 weeks, for the last week, and it is now in this supply. So my plan is let the commodity take out the supply lever and sell higher here. This supply lever was already tested, as you can see here. Here the balancing, here the test, here the new test. When this lever will be taken out, I will take in consideration a potential sell here, and the potential sell in this supply is a sell that, and I mean in the higher trend line, in the higher borderline of the bearish trend. So it is a potential. Just this. This is my view. Going sell here, the opportunity is really huge, really huge, because you can take in consideration level here. I mark. Wait. You can take in consideration maybe some potential demand here inside this, just deep in this, so you can take a profit just inside this demand. This is a good opportunity. If the plan would be correct, this is really a good sell to make a lot of money. So this is my view about gold. Do you have a question about gold? I was clear explaining until now. Okay, I will go to see another market. Another suggestion was Euro, Australian dollar. Okay, Euro Australian dollar. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Here. Euro Australian dollar. I make nothing here. I have no intention to make a trade here. I'm just waiting. I won't really wait that the price go inside this level, and when the price will be here, I will make my trade. I can take in consideration a potentials by trade, for example, here maybe, or here. This can be one. Another potential entry can be maybe here. And these are some opportunities to have a buy trade. Of course, it will be necessary to to analyze better, to find the best entry point. But this just is a good indication for a potential buy trade. And the plan in this case is easy, because I'm take a complicated trading plan that can involve a lot of time, a lot of waves, are always something wrong. It is like the weather prediction. Weather prediction, just when there is a storm or clouds or many things. If you make weather analysis for a few days, they are good. If you make weather analysis for a lot of candles, in this case, for too many candles, you have a large possibility to lose money, to be completely wrong. So just keep things really simple. I can take in consideration this and a buy trade here, and oops, I make a mistake. Okay, I will. Okay, and try to profit here will be the participation or will be the supply demand. This is just a plan, and I can really suppose that the price, when the price will enter in the demand, it will go out strongly. It will take a lot, and the price will go up for a good opportunity. This is my view for this market. Do you have a question? About gold, I talked about gold just before. I can show you again if you want, but the plan is clear. Anyway, gold. My plan is just sell here AG and take this opportunity for the long term, for the middle long term, and to close in this demand level here, because this will be taken out potentially. Just this. If you don't have question about euro Australian dollar, I will go to another currency. That is just New Zealand and US dollar. Okay, many people asked me why made question about New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar, but anyway, I have completely abandoned this currency for the last weeks, for the same reason that I explained when we have seen Australian dollar. Just this, the price spent here a lot of time for this range. This range is basing, and now it is unbalanced and went out and went up here. I could take a sell here, but this is a risk. This is risky because for me this could be taken out because the price tested this level already 1, 2, 3 times, and this is the 4th time. Not good. For me, the price could go up, and also if the price will not go up but will go down, for me it is not important. There are many other opportunities to make money. I don't want to risk some. I don't want to lose money without a specific reason. In this case, I know the reason is just the weakness of the supply level, so I can just abandon this opportunity to sell here and look for something different for the future. And so it's simple for me in this case, but just take in consideration a potential sell trade in this supply level, and maybe to take out here, to take the this is sorry, to take out here, and it will come back. It could come back here again. Okay, this plan in general. Why? Okay, sorry. Okay, why I think I keep this plan so high? Because this basing level can be a demand level, and and of course I don't want to risk. I just keep the possibility to close my sell trade just in this, just over this level, not inside. Make my money, take my profit, and put money in my pocket without problem, without risk. Just this. This is my plan for New Zealand dollar and USD. I have abandoned this trade just because it was here waiting for weeks, boring and basing for a lot of time. Not good. Not reason for me to trade there. Okay, if you don't have question about this currency, I have another one that was suggested that no one suggested, but I have taken consideration for potential trade. Where is it? Yeah. My computer is going to be stressed in this moment. Just this. And for me, in my opinion, this can be an opportunity loss. Okay. Why this opportunity? The price was just approaching to the demand, inside the demand, and I have marked two potential buy trade. They are together, they are both really good. I missed the first one. So now I don't know if the price will go down to the second one, to the lowest. But anyway, this opportunity is just really good to buy because the price went inside the demand strongly. The demand was really good for a potential buy trade, a buy trade that can give you 100 of pips, not 10 pips. And this is really good. This opportunity is really good. Of course, I missed the first price for my order, and I don't know if my lower this year will be executed or not. But anyway, this is great scenario to make a lot of money, and you have to take in consideration this part and this what you see in the. I have to take in consideration when I see situation like this. The price moved from here and for some reason, for news, sure, or for many other reasons, it has got this possibility to spike up until there, and there he has found a lot of sell order that were waiting for a long time, and that order moved make drop the price strongly. So one half, the first half of the candle was just of the tail was just covered, and the price went go down, keep it strongly again, down again strongly, really dropping strongly in the last week to the demand level, and there is the right point to make your trade and to take your profit. I mean, to make execute your trade for a trade that will be really profitable. This is really a very good scenario, a very good opportunity. Of course, if you're able to find the right entry point and take the risk properly, because the risk is something that you have always considered when you make a trade. This is one of the best opportunity that I can take in consideration. What do you think? No answer, no question, nothing. Okay. Okay, this is the last currency that I have in my watch list for this moment, and I want to explain something more, something really important for me. It is how I find the most important currencies that I want to trade. I mean, how I do to find the currency that I can take in consideration for a trade. When I want to make a trading, I don't want to spend one day to analyze all currencies, all commodities, all indexes, losing a lot of time. But I want just to focus on something that have given a strong movement to the currency. How can I find this momentum? How can I find this potential momentum? Just simply, I go to find the currencies, or better, the markets that during the day had the highest earning or the lowest earning. I mean, the highest percentage of the earning for the day or the lowest earning percentage of the day. I let you see. I'm not interested of any currency market that is in the middle, because they are making lose money, and they are making losing time and money. Just this is for sure. What I do is it is just yeah, I know. Yes, I know, it is really great opportunity. Yeah. Anyway, what I do is just to analyze the change of the price in the day. It is just I can see it here, but anyway, you can see it in your MetaTrader or in any service that you have, because it is just watch the list of the financial instruments that you have and make an order. I make an order in this case. Okay, the order here is if from the one that they had the worst performance, and I can take in consideration, for example, the first 10 or the first 10 or 20 that I have. But anyway, the highest are the best. Okay, I can take it. I can say I don't want to trade this strange currency, US dollar CNH. I don't want it, for example. So I don't want to trade silver because it is the commodities, or for many reasons, I don't know, just for any reason. I can focus on what I want. It is just here. And in this case, these are the worst currencies that I see. Why I want to focus on the worst currencies and on the best currencies of the day? Because when the price is having the strong movement, it means simply that the fundamental news or many other things in the market are making the price approaching in a supply or demand level that is really important for me to set my order. Then when I see that the market is having a strong movement, I know that I have to take attention on my chart to see if the price is going where I have already set the order, or if I have to set the order in the closest supply or in the closest demand, because I know that when the price will go there strongly, the order will be executed and there will be trader. It will situation. The reversal situation, in the most of times, not in any case, but in the most of times, will be strong. So it is just a good moment, a good situation to take the momentum of the set opportunity. Good opportunities. I don't want to lose time with unuseful trades for small pips. This is just something really important. So when you go to set your watch list, take in consideration this. When you go to set your watch list, this is something really great that will make you save a lot of time and will make you focus on the most important opportunities. Just watch the change of the worst currencies, of the worst market, and the change for the best market. Now we can see the best opportunity. Okay, in this case, we are in the late night. The price is going are just losing energy and they're going back. But anyway, I can make my order, my sort. Sorry, I can order my currency for the worst performance and for the best performance, and this is crucial for my trading, to not lose time and to get only the best opportunity for myself. This is something that I've seen in many situations. But for example, this is really important, and this is just fundamental when you trade stocks, particularly penny stocks. When you trade penny stocks, have a good sort of your trades. For example, you go to look for trades that had a low capital market, but they had during the day a good change. For example, they earned the 10% or the 5%, the 5% or the 10%. They are really good stocks where you can take a look, you can watch to get a good trade. In the same way in Forex. Forex is completely different for the stock market, but anyway, price action it is the same in any case. You can make in the same thing also with the Forex market and index, future, bonds, commodities, and so on, just to finding what are the financial instruments that perform very well during the day and that perform not in a bad way during the day. These two things make you save a lot of time and will give you very comfortable trades. Also because go to analyze every single chart time by time to see, just simply to see if the price has arrived or is approaching to a demand or supply level that is good for you is a way to lose a lot of time. So now in this way you can save a lot of time and focus on what is really important. Okay, this is, do you have a question about this? Do you have a question for anything? Do you want to ask me something? Because we are just closing the webinar. We are at the end of this session, and I hope that this was really good for you. And I want to understand if you have questions that you want to ask, if you have opinion, if you have doubts, if you want to understand something more. Okay, no questions. No questions. So this is just the end of this session. I want to be sure that that you have understood that this is just an example of a potential market overview webinar that I will make for premium users, of course. And this is a free session for you that I make because I'm happy to make free things that can help people, because when I was no one, when I was nothing, I was alone, I was lost for many things and no one helped me. So my first purpose on the life is just give my help, share my knowledge, because I know that people alone can only lose money, but in anything, not only in trading. People can have a lot of problems, a lot of sufferance, a lot of disaster for many things. And when people abandon you, when people don't help you to learn something, to earn money, to get out of a potential bad situation, of many other things, it is just a bad thing. I am skilled share my knowledge, and I want that you really are taking advantage of this. Anyway, what I give you for free is really important. Support and sharing my knowledge. Just this. So, what I want to ask you again, is if you still did not subscribe to my website, do it and share with people what I'm doing here, and share it with your friend, with other traders, because I'm going to launch soon, very, very soon, just a few days, the new website with the premium services and with a lot of new things. And for me, it is important that people have subscribed so that I can have an idea of what people are interested, and also I can understand what I can do for my project. My project is already funded. I built it. I found it. I made my money. I made my work. I worked hardly, and now it is going out. This is another project that I made in life, a new project. This is something that I want really make for the future, because I like it, because it is what I learned, and so on. And so subscribe if you still have to do it, and talk with your friend and invite them to subscribe to my website. And soon, very soon, you will get an email for a new webinar. There will be an introduction webinar to show you the new website and the new services. And for the first people that will join to my project, that will subscribe later to my project, we have the best special offer for anything and for the life, forever. The best price forever until they will keep the subscription. Just the early bird offer for the first people that will join to the project that I'm going to start. So subscribe. I will not spam. Of course, I don't spam, but just when the project will be ready, you will get an email that will inform you of the new webinar to explain what is going to happen. I hope that you enjoyed this session, and I'm happy to be here, and I hope next time to make a shorter webinar, because this was a little bit long, over 1 hour, and nothing. I say thank you to you, and wait. So thank you guys. I was happy to be with you, and I just want to tell you, really, I'm really grateful to be here to talk with you, and thank you to listen my words. Thank you to listen me and to watch me, to see my chart and many things, and see you soon. Thank you and good night. Bye bye.